not porn, that is next week's video. Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking a bath together and discussing back to school advice. So I know no one wants to go back to school, but you're going to. So I have some 5 tips for you to go back to school and have the best year that you've ever had. So my rubber ducky friends here to help me in my goggles in case I want to go swimming. But yeah, let's get started.
Run your shovel perfect temperature. Get in and take a moment to let go of the world outside your bathroom before launching your volleys into the water and watching it fade away.
What? First off, you have to go back to school with a positive attitude. I know when you wake up that morning and you're rolling out of bed, it's gonna suck. And you do not want to go to school, you don't want to see anyone. I mean, you probably want to see some of your friends, but honestly, you don't want to go to school. So one thing that I have for some advice is to go in with a positive attitude. I promise you it shows. Even if you think you're looking happy on the outside, if on the inside you're sad and depressed, people are gonna see that. So you gotta go in excited, positive, and I promise people will come up to you, say hi, talk about your summer, and you'll generally have a better year just if you go every day with a positive attitude. Next up, this is kind of if you're an incoming freshman or if you're an upperclassman, join a club or a sports team. I personally met a lot of my older friends as well as a lot of kids that had a similar hobby as me on the sports teams, which was a really great experience because I went to high school not knowing too many people, but with the sports teams I was able to meet a lot of new friends and kind of have something common to talk about and do every day. So definitely do that. I promise it'll make a huge difference back to school. You'll feel a lot more comfortable. You'll have someone to say hi to in the hallways, and I promise it'll make a huge difference. Next up, I would suggest making friends with not only the kids in your class, but the teachers. If you make friends with the kids in your class, you will have study groups. You'll have a core group of friends that always have something to talk about. If you're in a history class and you just get to know the people in your class, you'll always have history to talk about, you'll have someone to ask questions with, to study with, and I promise you, you'll have a better year if you have someone in your class that you like and that you want to hang out with. And then with your teachers, there have been so many times in my high school career where I've needed help and I didn't want to ask anyone, and I went to my teachers and it made a huge difference. 3 times, I'll admit to you, 3 times at the end of the year, my grade was in between 2 grades. And because my teachers liked me, because I was positive in class, because I was respectful, and because I went out of my way to ask for help and try my best, they gave me the better grade in their class. So it really ends up making a difference if you want to do well in school, and I promise, just go out of your way, say hi to them in the halls, and it'll end up with a better year. Next up, I know that everyone wants to look good in high school. They want to wear the best makeup, they want to look really stylish and everything, but I can promise you one thing. Remember what you learned in high school and the experiences, and no matter what you're wearing, more than likely you're going to have the same experiences. I personally, if I was wearing too nice of clothes, I wouldn't be able to focus in school. I have to be comfortable and ready so I can listen to a teacher, and I also want to be confident, so I don't want to wear sweats all the time. So I'm going to wear khaki shorts, maybe a nice shirt, but I'm not going to overdress. So you have to find what's right for you. I know that dressing can be very stressful for some people, but if you find that happy medium where you're not too dressed up but you're not underdressed and you can be happy, I promise it'll make a huge difference and you'll end up being happier at school. The last piece of advice that I have for you guys is to take a course load that isn't too easy but not too hard. High school is a great way to challenge yourself. I personally have always taken the hardest classes. I enjoy challenging myself and getting the most out of classes. I really enjoy learning. But if you have a lot of extracurriculars, if you have soccer practice and you have band practice and you have club or you have babysitting or volunteering or work or whatever, maybe all those classes isn't for you. If you know you need time to watch TV, if you know you need time to rest, then maybe you shouldn't do that. So maybe you should limit the honors courses or the AP courses and make sure you know what's good for you. I personally know that I can take all these hard courses and still get everything done, still do what I love, like YouTube, I can still play sports, but not everyone can do that. So you have to do that, and then on the other side, you don't want to take too easy classes. I know some people that don't take any honors classes that are perfectly capable of doing so, and I bet a lot of you are too. And they end up just coasting through high school, and I think it's, you want to challenge yourself. So even if you don't think you can do it, I promise you can with just a little bit of hard work. I'm thinking about doing a study tools and organization video for back to school series, so if you want to see that, like and comment down below. But yeah, go out of your comfort zone a little bit and see what you can do. Bonus bit of advice I just thought of, and that is to not go into high school with a set standpoint on a person or just on yourself. So if you go into high school, you think you're a jock, you have your group of friends, make sure that you don't go and ignore everyone else. Some of my best friends I've met in clubs I never thought I'd be a part of, or people I thought I knew but never really wanted to be involved with. Some of these people I just went and said hello in a class that I had with them, or I said hello in lunch, or when I joined this club, they said hello to me, and now we're some of the best friends. So make sure you don't go into school thinking you're too cool for someone or they're too cool for you, because I promise people that you never think will blend together, and you'll end up having a much better time. And, but a little bit added on to that, make sure not to be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. This is something that I definitely do. And I think it's a little bit too with my anxiety that I get, but I won't go out and do things that I want to do just because of what people might think or who's there, and that's something you have to conquer in high school. You have to be willing to go out of your comfort zone and do things that you want to do, and not be worried about what anyone else will think, or just kind of what's going to happen. So make sure that you do things like that. Make sure you go to the football games at high school even if you're kind of socially uncomfortable, or make sure that you try out for a team even if you don't think you're going to make it, because you never know what will happen and you never know who you'll meet, and I promise that you're going to remember those experiences a lot more than staying home and watching Netflix. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this advice in my bath video. But yeah, I hope you all took something from this advice. Make sure to like this video if you like this advice in my back to school, and subscribe down below. Remember, I'm doing a giveaway where once a week I'll be sending one of you a postcard or a personal message. So I ran out of my SD cards. All you have to do is follow me on Twitter and Instagram and tweet one thing you like about me or my channel. Be subscribed. But yeah, don't let everyone ruin your fun day, and I'll see you guys next time with a new back to school video. Bye guys.